Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Only English Conversations, where learning English is simple and practical. I am Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Only, and I'm happy to be here today.
I am happy you are here too, Mr. Only. Today we have a very special topic for our listeners. We are going to talk about a wedding ceremony.
Oh, a wedding ceremony. That is a very beautiful topic. Everyone loves weddings.
Yes, they do. But for English learners, a wedding can be a bit difficult. There are many specific words and many things to say.
That is true. There is special vocabulary for a wedding. We should help our friends learn how to talk at a wedding.
Exactly. We want our listeners to feel comfortable when they go to a wedding. We want them to know what to say to the bride and the groom.
Can you explain those two words first, Sarah? Who is the bride and who is the groom?
Of course, the bride is the woman who is getting married. The groom is the man who is getting married.
I see. The bride and the groom. That is very simple.
Yes, and today we will practice many sentences. We will repeat them so our listeners can practice speaking.
That sounds good. Repetition is the best way to learn. Should we start at the beginning of the wedding day?
Yes, let us start with the ceremony. Imagine we are sitting in a beautiful church or a garden. What is the first thing we see?
We see the guests arriving. The guests are the people who are invited to the wedding.
Right, and when the guests arrive, they might see an usher. An usher is someone who helps people find their seats.
Oh, an usher. That is a good word. Can you say that again?
Usher. U-S-H-E-R. The usher might ask you a question.
What would the usher ask me, Sarah?
The usher might ask, "Are you a guest of the bride or the groom?"
Oh, I see. Are you a guest of the bride or the groom? That is a very common question.
It is. If you are a friend of the woman, you say, "I am a guest of the bride."
And if I am a friend of the man, I say, I am a guest of the groom.
Exactly. Let us practice that. I will be the usher. Are you a guest of the bride or the groom?
I am a guest of the groom. He is my best friend.
Very good. Now the usher will lead you to your seat. He might say, "Please follow me."
Please follow me. I will remember that. Then I sit down and wait for the music to start.
Yes, usually the music starts and the ceremony begins. This is a very quiet and respectful time. What happens when the bride walks down the aisle? The aisle is the path between the seats, right? Yes, that is correct. The aisle. Everyone stands up when the bride walks down the aisle.
Everyone stands up. Why do they stand up, Sarah?
They stand up to show respect and to see the beautiful bride in her dress.
I see. She usually wears a white dress. A white wedding dress is very traditional.
It is. After she reaches the front, the priest or the official starts to speak.
They say the vows. Can you explain what vows are?
Vows are very important promises. The bride and the groom promise to love each other forever.
Promises. I like that. They say things like, I promise to love you in good times and bad times.
Yes, it is very romantic. They also exchange rings.
They put the rings on their fingers. The wedding ring is a symbol of their love.
That is right. After the rings, the official says, "I now pronounce you husband and wife."
Husband and wife. That is the moment they are officially married.
Then everyone claps. They are very happy. People might say, "Congratulations."
Congratulations. That is a long word. Can we practice it slowly?
Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I want to say it many times. Congratulations to the happy couple.
That is a perfect sentence, Mr. Only. Congratulations to the happy couple.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, After the ceremony, there is usually a party. What do we call that party?
We call that party the wedding reception.
The reception. Is that where we eat and dance?
Yes, exactly. The reception is a time for celebration. There is food, music, and a big cake.
I love wedding cake. It is usually very sweet.
It is. At the reception, you might need to talk to many people. You might meet the parents of the bride.
Oh, that makes me nervous. What should I say to the parents?
You can keep it very simple. You can say, "You have a beautiful daughter. The ceremony was lovely."
You have a beautiful daughter. The ceremony was lovely. That is very polite.
It is. And if you talk to the groom's parents, you can say, "Your son looks very happy today."
Your son looks very happy today. I like that. It is a very kind thing to say.
Yes, at a wedding, everyone should be kind and happy.
What if I want to talk to the bride and the groom at the party? They are very busy.
You are right. They are very busy talking to everyone. When you see them, you should be quick.
What should I say quickly?
You can say, "You both look wonderful. I am so happy for you."
You both look wonderful. I am so happy for you. Let me repeat that. You both look wonderful. I am so happy for you.
Perfect. Then the bride might say, "Thank you for coming."
And I should say, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. That is very important to say.
Thank you for inviting me. It is a wonderful wedding.
Very good. Now let us talk about the speeches. Usually, people stand up to give a speech.
A speech is when someone talks to the whole group, right?
Yes, usually the best man and the maid of honor give a speech.
Wait, who are the best man and the maid of honor? Those are new words.
The best man is the groom's best friend. He helps the groom.
Okay, the best man. And the maid of honor?
The maid of honor is the bride's best friend. She helps the bride.
I see. They are the most important friends at the wedding.
Yes, during the speech, they tell funny or sweet stories about the couple.
And at the end of the speech, everyone lifts their glass.
Yes, they do a toast. A toast is when you lift your glass and drink together to wish the couple luck.
What do we say during a toast?
Usually we say, "To the bride and groom," or we just say, "Cheers."
To the bride and groom. Cheers. That is easy to remember.
It is. After the speeches and the food, there is the first dance.
The first dance is only for the bride and the groom, right?
Yes, everyone watches them dance. It is very beautiful.
And after that, everyone can dance. The party really starts then.
Yes, people might ask you to dance. They might say, "Do you want to dance?"
And I can say, yes, I would love to. Or, no thank you, I'm a bit tired.
Both are fine answers. It is a party, so you should have fun.
I think I'm learning a lot of good sentences today, Sarah.
I'm glad. Let us practice a small conversation. I will be the bride and you will be my friend at the reception.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, Mr. Only. I'm so happy you could make it to our wedding.
Thank you for inviting me, Sarah. You look absolutely beautiful today.
Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you. Are you enjoying the party?
Yes, everything is perfect. The food is delicious and the ceremony was very moving.
I'm so glad to hear that. Have you met my husband yet?
Not yet, but I saw him earlier. He looks very handsome and very happy.
He is very happy. Well, I must go talk to my aunt now. Please enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Sarah. Congratulations again.
That was a great conversation, Mr. Only. You used many good phrases.
Thank you. I tried to use the phrases we talked about.
You did very well. One thing I want to mention is the word moving. You said the ceremony was moving. Can you explain that?
Yes, when something is moving, it means it makes you feel strong emotions. It might even make you want to cry because it is so beautiful.
That is a great explanation. A wedding ceremony is often very moving.
It is. People often cry at weddings because they are happy.
Yes, happy tears. Now, let us review some of the vocabulary we learned.
Good idea. Let us recap. We learned bride and groom.
And we learned usher and aisle.
We learned vows, which are promises.
And reception, which is the party after the ceremony.
We also learned best man and maid of honor.
And don't forget the toast.
To the bride and groom, cheers.
Excellent. Now, what about the clothes? People usually wear nice clothes to a wedding.
Yes, men usually wear a suit or a tuxedo.
And women wear a nice dress. But there is one rule for guests.
What is the rule?
Guests should not wear white. Only the bride wears white.
Oh, I see. That is a very important rule. Do not wear a white dress if you are a guest.
Exactly. It is the bride's special color for that day.
What about the gift? Do guests bring a gift to the wedding?
Yes, usually. They might bring a gift to the reception or send it to the couple's home.
What is a good thing to say when you give a gift?
You can say, "Here is a small gift for you. I hope you like it."
Here is a small gift for you. I hope you like it. That is simple and nice.
And the couple will say, "Thank you so much. That is very thoughtful of you."
Thoughtful. That means you were thinking about them and being kind.
Exactly. A wedding is all about being thoughtful and celebrating love.
I really like this topic, Sarah. It is very positive.
Me too. Let us practice one more situation. Imagine you are talking to another guest you do not know.
That happens a lot at weddings. You sit at a table with strangers.
Yes. What is a good way to start a conversation with a stranger at a wedding?
I could ask, how do you know the bride and groom?
That is the perfect question. How do you know the bride and groom?
Then the other person might say, I went to university with the groom.
And you can say, "Oh, really? That is interesting. I am a coworker of the bride."
Oh, really? That is interesting. I like that phrase. It keeps the conversation going.
It does. It shows you are listening.
Then I can ask, have you traveled far to get here?
Yes, many people travel for weddings. That is a very good question to ask.
If they say yes, I can say, I hope you are enjoying your stay here.
You are a very polite guest, Mr. Only.
I try my best, Sarah. Learning English is also about learning how to be polite in English culture.
You are right. Small talk is very important at social events like weddings.
Small talk means talking about simple things, like the weather, the food, or the music.
Yes, it helps people feel comfortable together.
I feel much more comfortable now. If I go to a wedding tomorrow, I will know what to say.
That is the goal. I want all our listeners to feel that way.
We should repeat some of the most important sentences one last time.
That is a great idea. I will say a sentence and you repeat it. Then our listeners can repeat it too.
I am ready.
Sentence 1. Congratulations on your wedding.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Sentence 2. You look beautiful today.
You look beautiful today.
Sentence 3. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Sentence 4. The ceremony was very moving.
The ceremony was very moving.
Sentence 5. I am so happy for you both.
I am so happy for you both.
Very good. Those 5 sentences are very useful.
They are. They are simple, but they mean a lot.
They do. Well, Mr. Only, I think we have covered a lot today.
We did. We talked about the ceremony, the reception, the clothes, and even the small talk.
I hope our listeners enjoyed this episode. Remember, practicing every day is the key to success.
Yes. Don't be afraid to speak. Even if you make a mistake, it is okay. People at weddings are usually very happy and kind.
That is true. They will be happy that you are trying to speak English with them.
Thank you for this lesson, Sarah. I learned some new words, like usher and moving.
You are welcome, Mr. Only, and thank you to everyone for listening to Only English Conversations.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Keep practicing and keep speaking English every day.
You are doing a great job. We are proud of you.
See you in the next lesson.
See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.
Goodbye.